They'll all be coming up here to the awards. And now we are on to our first inductee. So we will start. Australian basketball is booming right now, all pun intended. But the current success is a testament to the athletes who have paved the way. Last year, we heard from FIBA Hall of Famer, Andrew Bogut. And this year, we just spoke to Michelle Timms. And this year, we're going to enshrine another legend from down under, a boomer great whose international career spanned for more than a decade. He put his name on the global basketball map when he had one of the most dominant displays in FIBA Youth National Team history. In 2003, he averaged 26 points and 17 rebounds, averaged 17 rebounds in the FIBA U19 World Cup, leading his team to a win and the gold and earning the MVP. A #1 pick in the 2005 NBA draft, an NBA champion with the Warriors, and one of the greatest defensive big men our game has ever known. Let's take a look.
How about that from Andrew Bogut? To Bogut. Bucks quick.
Bogut right to the rim. Bogut turning back the heads of time.
Had a shot rejected by Andrew Bogut. Dunks it with the one hand.
Andrew Bogut carrying his team. Andrew Bogut fired up.
Please welcome Andrew Bogut.
Congratulations.
Your Highness, Your Excellencies, and distinguished guests. I never would have imagined I'd be standing here in front of all of you, some friends, some family, basketball world. I have no doubt anyone standing up here would tell you this is a great honor. I'm no different. Thank you, FIBA. Thank you for this opportunity. At times like this, I think we all, and myself included, circle back to our childhood, our youth. I can remember playing in the backyard mini court in rain, hail or shine. I would bounce the ball until it was dark, until my father wired up some floodlights so the darkness could not stop me being there with the ball. Much to my neighbours' detest, I would shoot the ball, dribble the ball till 9, 10 o'clock at night. I was never once in my backyard with a thought to be one day in the FIBA Hall of Fame. I wasn't in my backyard to one day play for the Australian Boomers in an Olympics or World Cup tournaments. I wasn't in that backyard to play in the NBA. That's what makes this so much more special. I truly love the game. I wanted to play, to compete, to win, to lose. I never played the game for individual awards, individual recognition. I, like many other people here, have a plethora of trophies. The structure and bling of these trophies mean absolutely nothing. It's the thought they provoke, the memory they have made, the battle, the sweat, the tears, the joy. With that, I want to thank some coaches who have helped me along the way. The first person who took a moment to show me a better shooting technique when I was just 11 years old, Joe Ramanauskas. I still remember it to this day, and it is etched into my memory forever. I went home and practiced what he showed me daily for hours on end. Thanks, Joe. Nathan Voigt, thank you. Nathan Voigt was my under-18s coach with the Sandringham Sabres, who truly let me be me, the good and the bad, another cog in my journey. Thank you, Nathan. Moving on to the Australian Institute of Sport, or the AIS, I was with Coach Marty Clark for 18 months. Although very tough at times, he taught me the art of being a professional at a very early age. He always demanded more. Thank you, Marty. Marty then joined head coach Rob Beveridge as part of the under-19 Australian Emus. Rob helped me get on the world stage with a bang. Our first ever FIBA gold medal for Australia at the under-19 level, along with an MVP award to boot. Thank you, Rob. On to college. My sophomore year, Coach Ray Giacoletti was instrumental in letting me show my game to the USA, which subsequently put me in a position to be the #1 pick in the NBA draft later that year. Thank you, Ray. My first Olympics in Athens, a coach took a chance on a 19-year-old skinny kid who hadn't played a minute of international basketball or professional basketball at the men's level. Not only that, he started him. Brian Gorgon believed in me and gave me a chance so early in my career. Thank you, Brian. Becoming a professional is no easy feat. My transition was helped so much with the help of my agent, David Bauman, who's here with us tonight. I got very lucky in having someone like David help manage my career. The phone calls, the visits throughout the season, the ups and downs, the injuries, of course. Someone I can still call a friend today. Thank you, David. Finally, I want to thank, from the coach's point of view at least, former Boomers head coach Andre Lamanis. I think he does not get the credit for what he has done with the Australian Boomers program. He was very hard done by with how it all ended due to a few bitter players at the time. For me, he had led the most enjoyable base basketball I've ever played. Thank you, Andre. Just to finish on the Boomers note, I am most proud of the Australian Boomers once again finding the magic that has had them consistently in the top 4 at major tournaments over the past decade. I am proud that I was part of that program that continues to be passed on to the next generation as it was found, or sometimes even better. Basketball in Australia is thriving, and I love it. From a non-coach perspective, I want to thank my parents, Anne and Michael. They did their best with what they had, a migrant family from Croatia who migrated to Australia in the 1970s. They had no choice but to work hard. The many early hours and late nights, the non-stop driving all over Melbourne, and as a lot of you would know, the financial strain kids' sports put on parents must be acknowledged, all whilst running a small business of their own. Thank you, Mum and Dad. I want to thank my wife, Jess. As a professional athlete, a peaceful home is very important. You provided this in spades, and this allowed me to progress to places far and wide. Oh, and we had some input in our amazing 2 boys and hopefully future national team players. Thank you, Jess. And my children, Luca and Nico, did not see much of their old man playing the game of basketball, but I hope one day they can find the same joy in basketball, which at the moment is Minecraft, for those of you familiar with that game, as I once did many decades ago. And just finally, I want to finish this by letting you all know, since the 2019 World Cup, I bunkered down, did some study, and now realise the FIBA headquarters is actually in Switzerland and not Spain. But you got to give me some credit, they both start with S. Thank you.
Basketball in Australia is thriving. Thank you so much, Andrew Bogut. We really appreciate you. Congratulations.